crawl.
Boys.
This is a fucking spaceship. Aliens have landed.
Oh, they come in peace.
They come in pie.
We come in pies.
Let's get this out of here.
We also come in peace, folks. We come in peace unless you mean me great bodily harm.
Live
And then
long and prosper.
I come in buckets. Just tons. Just tons. What was the famous quote by the clinician?
The clinician.
Every time I come.
I produce a quart.
Every time. Oh.
Every time.
Every time I come, I produce a quart.
Welcome to 2021.
Take me to your leader.
Hi.
What up?
What's happening, folks?
Oh.
As you can tell, we're prepared. Well prepared. Well seasoned. Well oiled. Maybe a little too well oiled.
Too much oil. Hold back.
Too much oil. Too much damn oil.
God damn.
Once in a while, it just gets incredibly hard to level exactly how much oil is required of a job. It does. It's tough because sometimes you'll be laying there.
Sometimes you use too much,
Dude,
but if you don't use enough.
You know that little bit when you're laying on your back, that little bit of buildup that gathers under. Yeah, that oily bit.
The oily pit, is that what you said?
Oily bit.
It all gathers under there, like right under where the fat folds back over, and it creates a puddle of oil. Sometimes too much, but every time I come, I produce a quart, so it requires some oil, But we're prepared, as you could see by the tinsel upon his head,
Tin foil.
by the foil upon my head. We're prepared for something because we've gotten intel.
For the invasion.
We've gotten intel. They have
Intel.
They have 180 days, fellas. 180 days, because
And then they're
going
gonna drop some shit on us, alien shit. I don't want to. I don't want that. But
I don't even know if they have to shit or
do you
piss
think?
or cum.
Do you think they just they eat once in their lifetime and they just keep
Oh, what a sad. Like, you only need to provide the nutrients
one
once.
time for the whole life cycle of them?
Dang, daddy.
Dang, daddy. What if they're
think about
asexual and they just split?
Whoa, we went from eating to sex. I'm a 2-track thinker as well, brother, man. Damn.
Well,
welcome back to the crawl.
Crawl 2021.
Woo!
yeah.
I've been feeling a little bit under the weather. It's a fact. So if I'm a little off, I apologize to you fellas. You know what's going on.
Can't hold nothing against you.
God damn, I apologize.
God damn, it's all right.
I feel just
No apology
awful.
necessary.
I feel just awful. They got 180 days. I'm taking it off.
Good idea. Me too.
I'm prepared
I think
enough.
I got hair.
I'm prepared enough. But they have 180 days because they
They
just
better
passed.
tell some cool shit.
They better show us the hot aliens. That's all I want
I
to
got
see.
a feeling they're going to keep hoarding that.
They can't.
We're going to be
It'll
led
be
to go.
against the law.
It's the law.
It's the law. You must tell me.
Let me explain it. Let me explain it. So the folks who may not know, don't know what's going on. With the stimulus bill that just passed, everybody, you got $600. Our Patreon is only one.
He did.
Our Patreon is only one of
Unless
those
you're not
bucks.
in America.
Unless you're not in America, and in that case, France, I love you. Welcome back. England, I love you. Welcome back. Everywhere. Welcome back. But our Patreon, our sweet little Patreon, you get exclusive content. You get to help support the endeavors of the Crawl Podcast, Crawl Media. You get to start on the ground floor, and I would just be tickled pink.
Tickled pink.
If you would go check that out.
Yeah.
A lot of exclusive cool shit. But you just got $600. I know you did, because we did too.
Yeah, we all did. It's
Now we're
sweet.
swimming in stimulus. We have been
Swimming in-
stimulated. Uh-huh.
Stimulation.
And you know what happens? You know what happens when I'm a little too stimulated from time to time?
A quart.
A quart. You produce a quart. You told us.
I hide things sneakily.
Ooh, you lie.
When comes stimulus, I don't lie. I hide things.
You hide things. You sneakily hide things.
Sneakily. And our government is much the same, because what they just snuck into this stimulus, they said,
They're not gonna notice.
They're gonna be stimulated.
Who's gonna read this documentation?
It's time for us to hide things.
They're gonna be
Sneakily.
stimulated.
So they
Yeah.
snuck into that latest stimulus bill, the one that just passed. They
Right on under the covers. Slip right in there.
Just warmed us up.
180-day clause. Aliens. Tell us what
That's a fact.
the fuck you know.
That's a fact. So in that stimulus, that $900 billion one that just passed and signed into bill, there's a clause that says that they have 180 days to provide any information
That they have on
extraterrestrial existence. So guess
Yeah,
what?
dude,
They
it's
said,
crazy.
"Oh, don't storm Area 51, baby. Oh, baby, they shoot you, baby. You die.
baby.
You die, baby." But guess what? Something happened because I think we may have or may not have ruffled enough feathers.
We're on
to-
the precipice of.
some shit's going down.
I want to believe turns into I know. Maybe, hopefully.
But it's hard to trust a fact.
It is. Sometimes it is.
It's hard to trust a fact, but guess what? They have 180 days to bring us just that. So
I hope it's not just like bullshit pictures and shit that we've seen before, or like they released documentation, but every word's blacked out except for the and it.
I bet you it will be
Like
something like that.
this is
It probably will be some
fucking
sneaky shit like that.
stupid.
I'd be okay with a picture of an alien.
Well, a real picture of an alien, yeah,
I
from the
wanna see
government,
an
maybe.
alien.
To be confirmed,
But, like-
the government is admitting that this is
Like
actually
another
a picture of an alien.
If it's another blurry picture of just like a speck in the sky,
like Bigfoot
like
style.
yeah,
Loch
like
Ness.
dude, you don't have any better cameras.
I think that it's going to be not as much. It's going to be underwhelming, I believe.
Probably, honestly.
But it's going to be something. And in the spirit of that, we came upon, I think it was you who came upon this information, brought it to my attention, and we discussed it with John, and it inspired a crawl that I honestly can't fucking believe took as long as it did for us to come up with the idea of
I know.
aliens,
Aliens.
space,
The final frontier.
life,
Existence.
space life.
Final existence.
Aliens,
Yeah,
daddy.
Alien hunting,
What
too.
the
We went on an
fuck?
alien hunt, bro.
What the fuck? I don't know
Damn.
why it took so long, but it did. But
did.
we're here now, 2021,
We did it.
and we're talking aliens.
We're talking aliens.
Alien crawl.
Alien crawl.
We so there was something. Massachusetts is a little strange. Fair to say?
Fair to say, Massachusetts is kind of strange.
Fair to say?
Yeah. It's got a fair.
You're a little strange.
I'm a little strange. Maybe it's bipolar. I think I was medically given bipolar syndrome
By the aliens.
by the aliens, by the fucking creepazoid aliens.
They abducted you.
Can't trust them.
They stuck that little probe in your butt.
Nah.
Why do they go? Why
Kind
do
of you to assume that it was a little probe.
Well, for his sake, I hope it was.
I hope it was a little probe.
Why do they
harassed
go for
me
the butt?
relentlessly?
All the time.
First
Why
I'm a
is-
cuck. Now they're just shoving shit right up my ass. I just can't be.
It's the
saved.
aliens. It's the aliens, dude.
Friends like these, you don't need no enemies.
It's the aliens.
We got 180 days to figure out about aliens, and this is how you behave. This is
Uh,
how you behave.
Right up the butt.
well,
It's unbelievable because these stereotypes need to be stopped. You're perpetuating an idea of something ridiculous. You're
Aliens-
perpetuating an idea
well-
that is dismissive because people don't take it
that's
serious.
what aliens do.
Aliens are not strictly into the butt.
I think they are. I
There's
think.
no
I think
way.
aliens.
There's no way.
Aliens prefer the butt. That's their.
I looked it up.
That
no
what
way.
the facts on.
No way.
The facts on
anal
why
probing.
anal probing is associated with alien abductions
Because
is
people are strange.
The first alien abductions that were reported by people who said they had them, and where was the bomb that they were testing, right?
Oh, Roswell.
Roswell, New Mexico,
1947.
1940 something. And two of the people who had claimed they were abducted, one of them said, I was medically surgeried on, and the other one was like, they put it in my ass.
My bum hurt.
And then all of a sudden we run with that.
Yeah.
For the rest of.
And then we just ran with it.
Damn.
It was
Pop
Barney-
culture heard that and was like, ooh,
Barney
there's a
Hill.
nugget.
Listen,
Barney
everybody
Hill
thinks
said they put it up his ass.
Barney Hill.
Barney
with a
Hill?
name like Barney,
Barney Hill.
he's had shit up his ass before this.
Well before us.
Well, before this, Barney, and now look what you've done. You've
You
created
can't trick us, Barney.
a regimen.
And they just think they have to keep up with the appearances. They're like, they think this is what we do. We have to keep doing it. Probe them in the ass.
Because of Barney.
Because of Barney. Because Barney exposed them.
They're just like,
and the
it's
aliens
obviously they want this.
Uh-huh.
That's bizarre.
I don't think it's a bunch of gay aliens running around, to be honest, and to be fair, because it ain't the only way. And women have been abducted.
Yeah, well, no, they
That's a
just
fact.
prefer the butt. They don't care whose butt. It's just they prefer
aliens
aliens just
prefer-
prefer butt. Apparently,
I think it's one of those things.
I've been told. This is
I think it's one of those things where people have come up with something and then they jump on that bandwagon because it's either funny, just like the same reason
that's
people
definitely
said
what it is, though.
the same reason people said they were standers. It's because it's the exact same reason.
I don't
'cause
think so. Stand.
It's the funnier option because it's the funnier option.
It's definitely the funnier option.
So people go for that, you know? And I think with this 180-day thing, people are going to react just the worst way. It's going to be panic, chaos,
Like
because
when
when the shit hits the fan,
and
people
if it is
can't
like
handle it.
significant.
Everybody talks a big game, but when the shit hits the fan, I promise you they
Yeah.
ain't going to be
It's
ready to
gonna
handle it.
splatter.
So it's going to be chaos in
Yeah.
the streets
Yeah,
with the alien information.
Unless
I'm probably gonna be scared as shit.
they're harmless little funny guys.
Like
Little
aliens,
little gnomes,
Little
gnome
harmless,
like
little funny gnome aliens.
gnome like aliens.
I don't think people
we
would
can
freak
kinda
out
just
if they were like,
People would still be freaked out.
They're
But
like-
I certainly wouldn't.
But what if they come in like ships relative to their size? So they're like small, tiny ships, and it's like,
Like a
we're
clown
here
car.
to take you over, and then you just like sit there and laugh at them.
And
and
we're
like,
just
oh, you're so
incinerated.
cute.
By a little laser gun or something.
Yeah,
wild.
it's like powerful for them, but to us, it's like a
in
Nerf gun or
in
some
scary
shit.
movie. They piss out of their finger and it just burns the whole world. Yeah, man. I don't know. You'd be scared.
I probably if I probably would be scared, honestly, because I wouldn't know what to. I wouldn't know what
Like what
they wanted,
they're capable of.
what they're capable of. Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
what their intentions are.
It's completely something.
because it could be evil intentions. Like you don't fucking know. Like humans sometimes treat animals lesser than them poorly. So if these people have like faster than light travel and shit, and they're able to go to different planets, you could kind of like put that onto them. Like, are they going to treat us as like lesser beings?
because they would become the apex predator.
Yeah. Or like see us as slaves, maybe. Or
Why do people
harvest our
automatically
shit?
believe that they would be that like the gnome thing? I've never heard that until you came up with the joke. I never ever imagined an alien that it would be
nah, I just spoke it into
like a
existence.
tiny thing that wasn't like
inferior.
you don't even
to
have
man.
to take seriously. It's like
like
Oh,
inferior,
yeah, all right.
inferior to man. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
never ever in my whole life would have imagined
like what if
that idea.
like
we
a-
automatically assume.
what if like an alien race of like ants came down? Like, you could just like
Just squash them,
fucking
dude.
call Terminex and
Terminex becomes the fucking
call the Orkin man.
Send in the pigeons.
Send in the pigeons.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Shaun.
Why would you be scared? What scares us about other life? Just the not knowing?
I have fear of the unknown. Yeah, just like if they're capable of all this shit, that means they also possess the capability to harm us greatly.
Capable of this shit, like getting
Like
to Earth.
getting
you
to
mean?
Earth,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
complicated tasks, and that like
and just not knowing
Yeah.
whether or not that's what they would want to do?
not like it's like you don't know if they want to conquer you or make peace with you, or come in pies. I don't. We come in pies.
I feel like we do run with that idea that they would be aggressive. I think that comes probably from a place of us internally maybe being more aggressive than passive in general.
Maybe, yeah.
Most of us.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that probably on a cultural scale is projection because of how ugly the spirit of a lot of people are. So we expect the worst out of all other life because in reality we're just shitbags.
But it also could be like one of those
hate
things.
that, though. Like, and I am that way, but I try very hard to be conscious of it and to not be that way.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to assume the worst of people.
Yeah.
And I don't want to assume the worst of aliens or any life.
Well, I mean, it could be like one of those things that like becoming a parent, you're never ready for that.
Yeah.
It could be one of those, like, you're never, as a society, you're never ready for the discovery of other intelligent life. It's just one of those things that, like, has to happen, and once it happens, it's like all right, I could vibe with this. This is all right, kind of type thing, maybe.
I don't know if it has to happen, like if it's whatever is, you know? Like whatever it ends up being that they announce or that we figure out in the future is what it is supposed to be, and what is.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I don't know if it's a natural occurrence to have the information be suppressed. I think that as soon as mankind found out and made the initial discovery, whether it was Roswell or whatever, that's when everybody should have had access to that information.
Should have been. I don't know where that probably comes from, like
a power thing, being like, well, we know best.
They're not ready for this,
Yeah,
they
probably felt like they had to withhold information.
Yeah, but they fucking, to be fair, they weren't ready for that information either because they're people.
I guess.
Because they're people too. So they had no fucking idea.
I feel like all they're gonna release is it's just gonna be like pictures and like sworn statements from people, and it's not gonna be any like, we look at this craft that we have and we've taken apart, and this is where a smartphone came from.
Did it say all information on in?
I'm not exactly sure. I really didn't like.
If it said all, then Area 51, it's known to be what, like a laboratory or some government agency.
I think it's like
dedicated to extraterrestrial life.
I think technically it's like an Air Force base where they like test new aircraft. It's like a.
Oh, that's what it is on paper.
Yeah.
Calling in for an unclassified and all sources report on the UAP, commonly known as UFO, issue.
The fuck does that mean? What do you mean issue? What is it?
The issue on UFOs. That's release all the.
That ain't gonna be. It's just gonna be.
It's gonna be a bunch of
on UFOs. It's probably
gonna be. Like fucking from a airplane.
It's gonna be a bunch. I thought that it was much more in depth. Of like a little written in law where it's like, all right, all classified information needs to be released. Doesn't seem like that's the case.
No, they're definitely not going to release like look at this ship or look at these alien bodies.
I don't know why we're so scared of alien life. I don't know like why we're running with that theory over all others.
What, like the scared of them theory?
Yeah, like that's
so I think
just
it's
the general.
It plays into the like
fear of the unknown.
Yeah, fear of the unknown. Basically, it's like, what can they do?
It could be. It really could be just like a much more gentle civilization. I feel like it's in order to reach a place where
to get that you gotta like. Get past all like the war and the evil type of shit.
I mean, if it was like a peaceful alien too, why would they come here where we have all the fucking war and shit, right? It makes you think.
Unless it was to help us.
What if they're coming to warn us of another aliens?
Maybe
want to fuck us up.
What if they're trying to just warn us that this is like
not the right path?
Yeah,
this ain't it.
This ain't it.
That seems more likely to me.
Yeah.
That seems more likely because I don't think it's going to be. I think humans, that probably is our fatal flaw, is the conflict. It's the inability to have compassion, like the act of violence towards other humans. And you can say that it's the fucking animal kingdom and it's the way.
Well, I think it's like
That's
a
bullshit.
lot of that part of us is slowly being like
Other than when we were like cavemen starving because we could only
pushed
kill
out.
3 birds that week and we have a tribe of 40 people, there's no necessary, since that point in history, there's never been a reason for human to kill each other. Because we have a fully developed frontal lobe that differentiates our methods and ways of thinking from any other life, other than a very select few. We have evolved to a point where it should literally be obsolete. It should have been for hundreds of thousands of years. The act of aggression towards each other. It's pathetic, really. And it's sad because it's all ego.
I think it's
war.
It comes from
fist
greed.
fights.
It comes from greed, like shit like that.
What, violence? Probably, because the ones calling the shots, because they just have their cronies come in. Same thing with militaries all over the world and shit.
Yeah.
They just have the soldiers or whatever come in, but the reason behind why that conflict is taking place is usually based around money or power or something like that.
Most of the time.
You know, but I don't necessarily believe that aliens it would be some type of, because if they've evolved to the point where they're able to do what pop culture tells me they're able to do, it's gonna have gotten to a point
where there's a lot of like.
Just like transcendence, where it's like you're just on a different level. Like they're not gonna be able to even understand our rationale.
Well,
because it's so fucking primitive.
I think like I think they could still be mean and evil and fucking want to conquer the universe and the galaxy or whatever. Like like
they could be
the technology. If they have the technology, doesn't
they could be fucking anything.
Like,
we have no idea. We're just fucking
theorizing. Because I don't think what I think of aliens aren't what you just were saying about like the transcending thing. I think aliens is like maybe a step above us in like where they are, but like still like physical. I don't think like of an alien that can like jump between realms and shit. I don't
like no interdimensional stuff.
Not really. Like I don't think like aliens can do that. Maybe I don't know. I just think of like fucking War of the Worlds type shit when I think of aliens, or like when Mars attacks. Fucking. That's usually what I think of. Just like a conquering race that's gonna come and just take us because we have liquid water or some shit. Just like a random fucking thing that's like.
I feel like that is that is pretty much the commonplace.
But also that's like that's what I was told aliens are basically for my whole life.
Right.
Like Signs.
I think
movie
it's
scared the shit out of me.
I never saw it. Is it a horror movie about aliens?
It's like I don't know if it's horror or it's like thriller or some shit, but it's like the crop circles and shit, and then the aliens come and like invade Earth and stuff. I haven't watched it in fucking years.
I don't know. I think that it's important to challenge like that. Any idea that like everybody accepts and like thinks about, I tend to try to imagine a different thing, right? Like if people all say aliens are scary, it's more interesting to me
to flip it. And think about what that would be
a
like.
Contrarian, kind of.
Yeah.
Just to imagine what, because it's like, all right, well, everybody's thinking that they are this way.
Yeah.
There's much, much less people thinking that it could be from a more, like I said, gentle civilization.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's really doesn't, you fucking can't know until they come and you see what they're like.
What if that's even
there's any harm when preparing, like Space Force.
I'm
arm the galaxy.
Space Force.
Great. Do they have like laser guns? What is
I don't
fucking
know.
Space Force for real?
It's just
What
a
do
bunch
they
of
do?
Buzz Lightyears.
Like
That's literally all it is. It's wild.
they don't have guns. Do guns work in space? I don't fucking know. Are they just basically like NASA, or
I feel like there's more of
like
a
the U.S. Air
worry-
Force already goes to space?
Yeah, but I think it's like a organized branch of the military.
The USSF, Space Force, is a military service that organizes, trains, and equips space forces in order to protect U.S. and allied interests in space and to provide space capabilities to the joint force. Responsibilities include developing military space professionals, acquiring military space systems, maturing the military doctrine for space power, and organizing space forces to present to our combatant commands. I don't really know what that means.
I don't even know what any
I
of
don't know
that
what that means.
means.
It doesn't
But
say
it
that they
sounds
put
like
guns on
a
spaceships,
bunch
but I
of
like to
bullshit,
think they-
honestly.
When we developed to a point where we were able to travel among the ocean, navies were formed, and that's one of the first branches of military. At the advent of airplane,
We took to the skies. Military.
I wonder, though, if these things were established years prior to it being commonplace to be either in the sky or on water, the way that it is right now with space, because it's not commonplace for us to be in space
No.
or to have a vested interest in what is even going on in space.
Or protecting space, right?
Right. Right. And it makes me wonder, like, when the Navy was formed, was that 5 years, 10 years, 20, 50 years before it became commonplace for civilians
To be on the ocean?
to be traveling
Like-
by ocean?
I feel like it's just like you're saying earlier, it's like inherently, or you're saying like, why is it like that? People are inherently like, there'll be war wherever people are, kind of. So like if they're on water, there's gonna be some sort of skirmish with a dude and shooting arrows on a boat, or
Pirates
like,
and cannonballs and shit.
yeah, like it's just gonna happen wherever the fuck we are. But up until now, I feel like space has been a very peaceful-ish place. It was like
I wonder.
everybody was like in it together, kind of.
I
on
want.
the International Space Station.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now, what the fuck is the Space Force?
Do you think the Space Force was proactive or reactive?
That's
I
what
was
I'm
gonna say. Do you think
Do you
Russia
think
has
they
a
just started doing
version?
Space Force because of a specific thing, or like
Maybe.
they're
That's pretty much what I was
anticipating a
trying to
thing?
get at.
Are we getting ready for the space war?
Or
I don't want no
or
space
aliens?
war.
I don't
On
want no
the-
space war.
On the flip side of that, too, it could be if they anticipate regular people to be able to access space in a way where, in such volume, that they would need to be protected if anything happens.
From what?
I don't think we're close enough for that to like have your average Joe go up to space. I don't think we're not.
Because it does seem like it's the natural evolution. Like, if we have the capability, we have the resources, we're gonna do it. That's
Yeah.
the spirit.
It's like, well, yeah, that's what like humans naturally explore. And what's the next place to explore? Space.
But the timing does seem funny of all these things to be lining up all around the same time period. Normally these things,
Start a Space Force, and now the 180-day thing.
Right.
And then I even saw
Tesla, like now
fucking-
Bezos
yeah.
got a fucking
I even saw
SpaceX.
Amazon Space.
There was
Amazon's taking the sky, so we're all in trouble.
they're gonna Bezos is gonna own space, dude.
Something's going on.
Something's something's.
It feels like the tides are rolling in, dude. And I'm not sure, but aliens is definitely.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be wild.
I
if
think
it's
so.
true.
I think so.
If there are aliens coming, but they could be nice, and we could be getting a shit ton of cool technology.
They could be nice, but we for certain will not be.
We won't be nice to them. I feel like there's
no
gonna.
way.
You
And
can't.
that's gonna
can't
incite
land in
something that we're
fucking
gonna wish
Brooklyn.
we never did.
I hate how
as an
much that
alien.
doesn't surprise me, and I don't contest that at all. It's like, yeah, we're probably not.
We'll
gonna be
we'll
nice
probably be
aliens.
dickheads to them.
Yeah, we'll probably be dickheads.
They'll never want to come
Probably.
back, or they'll just be like, "Fuck
Probably.
these dudes and squash us."
Probably.
Fuck these dudes and squash us.
Drive by, shoot one little laser at the planet, and it like implodes.
The whole fucking thing.
There's just like 5 astronauts in space. Oh. What would you do if the Earth blew up behind you as an astronaut and you're just chilling in space? God damn.
I feel like immediately you would probably get a sense of acceptance because everything. It's
You're
like
just
you have
fucking
nothing to go
floating.
back
There's
to.
nothing. You got like probably like 24 hours of oxygen, maybe. I don't even know. 8 hours.
As an
In
astronaut?
your suit. Like, that's all you
Oh,
got
you are
left.
floating and free.
Yeah, like you're out of...
Oh,
and
that's...
like you're just floating. World blows up behind you.
Hope you get saved by an alien.
Well, shit.
I would probably give up, truthfully, because what is the point? I'm not going to... If I stay alive, I'm slowly going to die. And it's going to be probably excruciating because you'll suffocate. If you run out of oxygen, it's going to be a couple minutes of just agony. And probably a couple more minutes before that of extreme anxiety and paranoia.
I'd be scared of getting sucked out of that suit once I open it.
I feel like I wouldn't be scared of much. I feel like I would just open that hatch, dude.
Could you like live for like a couple seconds without a thing in space?
Doesn't your head explode?
Isn't it a vacuum? I think it would implode. I think
everything will come out.
I don't think you could live at all. I think as soon as you opened it or even cracked it, it would just be
like,
it.
You get sucked out of that small hole.
Turn into a single spaghetti.
Fuck. That would be fucking crazy.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Space scares the fuck out of me.
There's just so much that it could be.
It's so vast, dude.
It's like whatever you can imagine
exists somewhere.
Pretty much.
Basically.
Pretty much. It's like do you think there's dimensions like that for every...
like multi-dimensions?
Like just as many as you could even fucking... every person, every thought they've ever had births.
Like there's a dimension where I didn't just flip this little piece of paper.
Right. And
it just...
For every one of us.
Everything else is the same up until that point, and then it's like... That's a crazy fucking thought.
And then... Life just continues as if whatever that thing that birthed that, as if that didn't happen, or as if that did happen, and then the chain of reactions.
Each universe starts after every choice of every person and everything.
That is fucking wild.
That's
wild as hell. That is a cool ass idea, too.
That's so many universes,
so
many places. Golly.
And if that's true, and it's all on its own dimension. Why are we not focusing more on interdimensional travel rather than, or time travel rather than? There's just so much we're like neglecting, and I'm like, what the hell?
What if aliens are time travelers? What if aliens are us from the future coming back?
We came up with that theory, dude. That is more like what I'm starting to believe. The more I think of it, it makes sense to where human life
it's like,
is the center of all life.
They can't. Yeah, and they can't like come back and drastically change something. Like, you know,
it's like the Star Trek. What is the thing called?
The
prime
directive.
Directive.
But like, like with fucking time travel, if they come back and change something drastically, that's going to change their future. You know what I mean? Like, or their present, our future. But so like, they can come back and tweak things, and that's why it's like so secretive. That's could be why it's like can't tell them about the aliens, or tell them about the aliens and let them believe that it's extraterrestrial, out of worldly, but
when really it's just interdimensional.
It's us coming back.
Yeah,
that could be maybe.
That's kind of the theory we were running with, dude, and fucking like some great catastrophic event happened similar to the extinction of the dinosaurs. In the time between, what is it, Australopithecus? Yeah, that, whatever and fucking like Homo erectus and Homo sapien, whatever like the first one was.
I don't know where it could fit into a timeline, but if there was like another advanced race or society on
Where it was
another advanced race or society on
where it was their
Earth.
turn. It was their turn with Earth, and then
Yeah.
they got to a certain point and fucked the world up so bad that it was irreversible.
They had to get out of there.
Some catastrophe happens. The survivors are like, all right, this world is doomed, and there is no saving it at this point.
The uber rich and smart get the fuck out.
And then the rest,
The
are
rest
just
of
left.
us stayed, died.
And
Some-
reproduce probably, and then I think that's probably where we come from. We are probably the descendants
Maybe.
of the people that stayed.
And then the aliens coming back are
The descendants
them
of the ones
coming
that
and
left.
being like, oh, they're still good.
Because that would fulfill,
alien.
that would satisfy the human curiosity, really. Because if that happened, and say you had like a twin brother,
That's-
right, and you were able to leave, but your twin brother had to stay, and you could still communicate somehow.
Yeah.
And you were talking to him, oh, how's life going back on Earth? Oh, whoa, how's life going here? Same thing. You would tell that story. People from your lineage would become very curious, and like the historians would become the question that has never been answered or whatever. And then they come back here, and then we see them.
And it's like, whoa.
It's like, dude, what the fuck? And then we respond to them with guns and
With
bombs
guns.
and shit, dude. And then it's just trash overall, you know? There's so many, because nothing is proven yet, or nothing, they haven't come out to say anything
Yeah.
in support of the idea of otherworldly life.
Yeah. Fucking. That's why, like,
Whatever you can imagine.
this is why I like the topic of aliens, because there's so many different like
It branches
theories
into a
and
million
fun
different
ass
topics,
theories
yeah.
that you can just be like, oh my god, that makes sense,
They're all
and it's
totally
so
cool
cool.
to talk about, yeah.
like
Whatever you could imagine.
anything,
we
dude.
were only on
it's
time
just like
travel for like a second, and I love to think about time travel.
Like,
I fucking wish I'm alive.
aliens
for
are
that
just
shit.
like a blank slate for the fun, cool theories.
Yeah.
It's like awesome. Time traveling aliens.
What else is like that in life? Is there anything else that's like been
that mysterious?
yeah, like completely kept in the dark and we have no
Like,
use but to just make up our own stories?
Maybe the deep oceans, but
That's a good point.
I feel like with the deep oceans, that's a finite train of thought, because you're kind of limited to like, you already know the type of shit that's on Earth. Yeah, there could be something like wicked crazy down there.
and you already,
but
for
it's
the most part, know a lot of the stuff that's in the ocean too, so you
Yeah.
could probably base it
Yeah,
off.
so like, you're probably not gonna find a giant ocean beast. I feel like
In the depths, though.
In the-
The depths
in
are
the
the parts that
depths.
we haven't studied, like miles and
true.
miles and
Yeah,
miles
if
down.
they stay down in like one of those trenches or some shit.
And it's
Yeah,
so
maybe.
dark and so much like pressure down there.
Yeah.
Shaun, you said that for the most part we know what's down there. Scientists estimate that 91% of ocean species have yet to be classified.
91%.
More than 80% of our ocean is unmapped.
And look at us. Look at
And
the
that's
shit that we
2020.
look at the shit that we occupy our time with. There's more pressing issues here on Earth than
What's
the
down
Space
there?
Force.
I need to know.
God damn, son.
Must know.
It's fucked up. Because I feel like our priorities as people are real fucking wrong, dude.
We need to find out what's in them oceans first.
The oceans probably
Check
have
them oceans, daddy.
That shit is probably more scary because on Earth, I know other life has that predator-prey thing. You know, any animal,
Yeah.
anything really, any life, to fulfill the need to survive, will kill and eat other living things. In the ocean, it's the same way. So I'm more scared because I know that that's what's going on down there for sure. I'm much more scared of that than I am of aliens.
you know how life on Earth works.
I can imagine aliens to be as nice as I want them to
maybe
be.
they eat oxygen,
But I
which
know-
will also be really bad for us.
I know for sure
But it comes from a place of love.
those ocean beasts, they ain't nice.
They'd eat me if they had the chance.
Mm.
But also,
100%.
I got no business being down there.
I got no business.
I got no
I
business.
can't breathe that.
But we
Maybe
got a
James
business being
Cameron.
in space? Hell, motherfucking no. If that's the same theory, then we got no fucking business in space either.
True.
Dang.
True.
That's at least our planet. We are right now the apex predator till the aliens come down and rain their fucking just destroy us badly.
They could.
And I think they will because they're going to be incited by us. I think the only reason they'll react aggressively.
How would you like?
That's it. In my mind, it makes sense.
How would you guys feel if like meeting aliens for the first time was like super unfucking?
They're just wicked chill.
Well, no. Like it's just like a fat like
up,
trader alien that's just like. Yeah, I got this junk. You want to buy it? It's just like some like drifter alien, like a very unclimactic like meeting aliens. It's just like some bum alien trying to sell us broken ware.
Dang, son!
Like
I've been riding these fucking railroad ships for the last 14 years.
It'd be like, no, go back. Not you.
Bring the rest of the ship.
Where are your people?
Take me to Yelita.
take me to Yelita. I got a deal.
Is there anybody else that we could take over there?
Are you alone in that ship?
That would be wild too. That would be fucking wild too.
Funny too.
Fuck.
The reason why this crawl was even inspired is because of a Netflix. What is it? A doc? I didn't watch it. When are you guys
Unsolved
Mysteries.
Is that a show or a movie?
It's a series.
It's like a series. It's like an episode of a series.
Okay. They did one on fucking Sheffield, Mass. I guess in 1969, the West,
Berkshire.
The western border, the Berkshire Mountains.
Like Route 7. Mm-hmm. There was like a massive
happening. There was a massive extraterrestrial
unexplained phenomenon.
And we decided to do the little strip down, hit up all them towns, Pittsfield, Lennox, Sheffield,
and it's crazy.
Connecticut.
What do you think of when people all have the same story, right? Like if it was one or two people, I'd probably think, all right, that second person, that third, fourth, fifth person heard the original one and called trying to jump on the bandwagon.
More people that like corroborate.
It
validates it
for sure.
And fucking this actually
it was like 40 people.
What is it, the first
historically recognized alien thing that was
it's wild.
The governor of Massachusetts signed a plaque and shit. And
Baker's been signing all types of crazy shit, to be fair, though. He's been signing all types of crazy shit. But it's true. Is that the first one that was ever recognized by like a government official to be true?
Yeah, in U.S. history recognized as true. I'm trying to bring up the image that says what it.
He said, Western Mass, we really need a tourist attraction.
Please give us something.
Oh, yeah, what did that guy do? Tom Reed, right? What did he say?
Yeah.
He said he got abducted by... all right. Let's go validate that.
That'll do.
Give him a nice little...
That'll do. It got us to go out there, though.
It's cool
dude, it was
there.
creepy there because we fucking got there, like 8 o'clock at night or something. It was like dark and cold. It was just like...
empty. Just us there.
Yeah. Fucking...
What time do we got? Because I really, really got to piss.
We're at 42 minutes.
Dang, son. I ain't pissing no time fucking soon. Because we bringing a crawl to you. Alien crawl. You guys like aliens?
Do you? Because if you don't, we'll stop right now.
Well, do you?
I love aliens.
Damn, 2021, dude. It feels good to get 2020 out of here, but I still got some shit lingering, dude, and I got to get that monkey off my shoulder. I'm healthy. Everything's fine, but there's some stuff that I got to take care of, and it starts and ends with myself, me. But it does feel good to get out of the rain, so to speak, with the fucking just pure dread of 2020.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, honestly, I don't give a fuck that it's 2021. Honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
That's wild.
I don't care.
Why?
It's nothing different than fucking 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I ain't in a different position.
State of the world isn't even really different.
It's a
good point too.
But
you don't
it will get better eventually.
You don't buy into like the whole fucking, oh, it's the start of a new year, like that doesn't mean nothing to you. I can understand why it wouldn't.
Usually, no, I don't. Like, the start of a new year isn't like a...
I'm kind of the same way.
Like a big thing. Like, in my life, it's not like a
it definitely
changing moment. Because
that doesn't automatically change shit.
Yeah, like, yeah.
But it is like a end of something, start of something new.
It's like a new page, but it's still the same sentence as last page.
Yeah, like... It's like a new page, but not a new chapter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That's true. That's true. I don't know. It still feels good to me.
We still got 180 days.
I'm just chapter. Constantly the odd man out over here, I guess. Make me feel weird a little bit, but it is what it is. I am still glad to have 2020 done with, for sure. Yeah, I got COVID.
I thought I was gonna feel something, but I didn't feel nothing.
No. I have a feeling it's hard for you to feel.
It's hard for me to feel.
Seems like it.
It's very hard for me to feel.
What's Moni's voice?
Do you want? I forget. It's something like that.
Ammonia taste.
Ammonia tastes. No,
that's it. That's the
formaldehyde. Do you know there are 4 ways to embalm a person? Yeah, that's Moni. God damn.
But we did
one
start
child
the
left
crawl
behind.
In 2020.
We did. We fucking finally did a crawl after what? 5 crawls without a crawl?
Too many. Just
Too
enough for my life
many.
to start to fucking fall apart.
We're doing crawls.
We're doing it. We did bringing a crawl. We like. I can't believe that it took us this long to come up with an alien-themed crawl. It seems weird that wouldn't be one of the first things that we thought of.
I know, because we often equate a lot of things to aliens. What's that light over there? It's an alien. Like, a lot of things.
Part of that is because I'm quick to fright.
I love to think things are aliens. It's so fun. Imminent doom.
Alien.
Fuck.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Guys, I'm not entirely feeling it. I know I probably mentioned it 3 or 4 times by now. I just figured I'll be up front, and obviously something's going on with the energy levels that you're used to. And I really do apologize to you.
I think you're fine. You don't have to apologize. But
I do, though.
What are you? Do you want to end it up and go take a piss?
No,
I'm cool. I'm cool doing that.
Wow, what time are we at?
We're 46 minutes.
Oh, just a quick little 4 minutes since the last time I asked.
Yeah, it's only been 4 minutes since the last time you asked.
I don't know. Aliens, I feel like I didn't do it justice because it really is a super cool concept, and I hope that we can come back to it in future crawls.
We'll probably have more alien talk.
Yeah.
I got a lot of alien theories.
But 180 days.
But in 180 days.
Alien Crawl 2.
Some shit is going down, and that's for fucking goddamn certain.
Yeah.
You know, that's for certain. You know, I just hope that, it is as exciting as I hope that it is.
It's gonna be.
I hope it's not
something.
anticlimactic.
It might be that stupid old fucking.
I got a feeling it's gonna
lonely alien trader.
I don't know. I feel like if they admit that there is mad aliens, or if they say it's ambiguous, the wording could go either way because it doesn't say all information or all classified information.
I don't even think it was even in the bill itself. It was like an add-on comment or some shit. So, like, they don't even have to, I don't think.
No, if it's signed into law, they have to. If it was written in, like, anywhere in that bill, just like any of the other riders that they've been throwing on there.
Could be.
But I bet you it'll be a bunch of, like, blacked out fucking words.
Yeah,
and
it's going to be a bunch of dumb shit. It's going to be like...
I really fucking...
It's going to be like planes going over places they weren't supposed to or some shit.
Yeah, radar images.
Oh,
stupid shit.
Oh, yeah, like the temperature fucking radar.
Yeah,
like the thermo, whatever.
It'll be... honestly, it even might be like, oh, we have explanations for all these stories. They're all weather balloons, and they were classified at the time, but now they're not. Like, they've... Even Roswell. Roswell was, like, the official story
Is that air balloon?
Is like they had a classified fucking like blimp that they were sending. They would send these
That's
things.
fucking horseshit.
They would
dude.
send these things up super high and then like detect sound waves from nuclear tests in Soviet Russia.
Nuclear explosion.
So like it was one of those classified.
There's no chance
things,
in hell.
and that's what they were saying it was.
There's no fucking way that that's what it was, though.
It was an alien.
It seems like that is like we got to explain this thing.
What is it?
Air balloons.
Air balloon.
We
Russia
don't-
bombs.
We don't do air balloon. It was an air balloon. No way. I ain't buying that. Hell motherfucking no.
Nah.
Damn. Yeah, I wouldn't mind ending it.
All right.
I wouldn't mind
I'm cool
ending it.
landing it. Let's end it. It's at 50 minutes right now.
I'm going to be doing much better next week, folks. I hope that you tune in. I'm so grateful that you did this week.
I
Don't
hope.
forget, I know this week we did not
Oh, yeah.
mention it.
We didn't.
And if you
But
guys
don't forget.
know what I'm talking about, it's the giveaway.
The giveaway. That $100 giveaway, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Let the crowd pay for your phone bill, baby.
Yep, we're
Yeah.
doing a $100 giveaway. If you missed it on the last episode, we announced it. It's going to be, we're going to say a catchphrase, which I'm not going to say. If you want to hear it, you go back to the last best of 2020. I think it's around like 53 minutes or something where we announce it. Just look for it. It's somewhere in the last episode. There's a catchphrase. You hear us say it, DM us, you're entered. First 10 people to DM us, we're going to pick a winner. You're going to get $100. $100.
$100.
It wasn't this episode, so that means there's only 3 left that it could be. I love you guys. Do something
Every day
that makes you feel like your life
is
is
worth.
most bearable.
No, like it's worth.
Love you guys. See you next week. Peace. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Peace out.